Good afternoon. My name is Martin Weisman, and I'm one of the foot ankle orthopedic surgeons at Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute in Munster, Indiana. I completed my foot and ankle fellowship in 2019 and came up north to practice. I grew up here. When UT contacted me to put this video together a couple weeks ago, I absolutely jumped at the opportunity, and that's because I loved my fellowship experience. Of the many criteria that people have in order to pick a fellowship, the most important to me was my mentor's relationship with their former fellows. And this was stressed to me when I interviewed, that everyone has a very good relationship and a very open relationship with their former fellows, and I have to attest to that. One thing that's important to understand for all the applicants is that there's no way that you are going to see everything that you'll see in practice in your year of foot and ankle fellowship. And so you want to be able to pick up the phone and call your mentors when you have questions, which you invariably will. And I have zero qualms about calling any of my 7 mentors that I worked with for different questions about different things, whether it was a technique that I specifically did with one mentor and wanted to brush up on, or it was a very complicated case and needed input from more than one of my former mentors. I have zero hesitancy about contacting them, and I think that's the most important thing that you're going to get out of a fellowship. Another thing that I was looking for was a variety of different practice environments in order from which to learn. And at UT, you get an academic setting, you get a private physician setting, you get an employed physician setting, and it's very interesting to see how each mentor practices differently in different environments in terms of how their approach to cases and what they see and how they see it and how they deal with it. And I thought that was very interesting. And I was able to incorporate elements from every mentor that I worked with into my own practice. And I think that's a very important thing. Another thing that I really liked about the fellowship at UT is that there's more than one fellow. So I got very lucky, but my former co-fellow is one of my close friends, and we also talk on a regular basis about different complex cases that we see in practice. One thing that I guess I don't want to fail to mention is the city of Houston is amazing. Both my wife and I are from up north, and we spent most of our time in the far northern parts of the country, and it was amazing to go down to Houston, spend a year in a completely different environment from which we're used to, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, and we would highly recommend that to anybody. So I hope this video finds everybody well down in Houston, and that everyone is staying safe and healthy. Take care.